Hello everyone, Trevor here from Double Bill Movies. I know it's been a while, a bit more about that later. Anyway, I have just watched a film. It's on 88Films and it is the Rage Carrie 2. It's a lovely slipcover version this. No booklet or anything, but still a really nice slipcover. Now, never seen this film before. And yes, it is a direct sequel to Carrie, which I have here. Now, I haven't just watched both of the films, I've literally just watched the one. But I have to say, I really enjoyed it. It kind of kept me intrigued all the way through, because I wanted to see how they were going to handle the situation and how the powers sort of not came about, but you know, how they manifest themselves and that sort of thing. And then of course at the end, you know, how are they going to handle the sort of big climax of the film? And I think they handled it really well. I have to say, you know, you don't see no sort of blood or kills or anything throughout the film. There's you know, a lot of pranking and typical sort of jocks playing their stupid sex games and you know, keeping score and all that sort of thing. And that's the kind of premise that they sort of put on. Her name's Rachel in the film, not obviously Carrie, but and one of the teachers at the school just happens to be one of the protagonists from Carrie, so that's sort of the really good tie-in. And Rachel's mother has ended up in Arkham, kind of, I guess it's the Arkham Asylum, like in Batman, you know. But you know, so she's seen to be a little bit crazy at the beginning of the film and mistreating Rachel. And anyway, so as the story unfolds and develops, and one of the jocks sort of gets involved with her, and because they're at a Catholic school, all the girls have to be innocent, and but of course the jocks are seeing to that not being the case. But so yeah, one of the jocks, he sort of decides, well, actually, you know, I kind of quite like this girl, and starts treating her nicely and normally, and she sort of starts to believe him because she's a bit skeptical, obviously. But yeah, so the climactic sequence, no, I'm not going to spoil it for you, but you know, let's just say the amount of blood isn't dealt in the same way as it is with Carrie, but there is quite a bit that appears, and I think some of the kills and the ideas behind what she does when she sort of lets loose her power of telekinesis, isn't it? I think it's brilliant. I was really impressed. I was like, okay, now I'm starting to watch a really cool horror film. And there was a few bits near the end that I was starting to think, okay, now you're starting to lose me. And then something happened, and I'm like, oh no, okay, yeah, that sort of rectifies it. And then a sort of another little bit, and I was like, oh no, okay. So persevere with it, get through to the end. Now there is an alternate ending on here. I just about thought of watching it, but I thought, no. I'll wait until the next time I watch this film, because I will be watching this again. I will be watching both together. Now, obviously, you can kind of class this as a double bill, even though I haven't even seen this version, this Arrow release. I actually have one of the, what are they called? It's not a steelbook, it's like the different versions. Anyway, I've got it somewhere and I have it to get rid of. But yeah. Can't really get it in focus, but there's the back anyway. Like I said, really nice sleeve. This is kind of a matte finish, which you can probably see. There's no glare from my lounge light on there. But this is a flippable artwork. This is, I guess, the original artwork. And then if I turn it over, then it would just be this one. It's yeah, quite a nice disc. No booklet, like I said, no booklet. A little bit strange. Kind of would have been nice if it had one, but yeah. So I'm really impressed with the Rage Carrie 2. I had great fun watching that. It's nice that it's one of the MGM titles. So yeah, I kind of actually, on my Blu-ray.com app, where I have my, most of my collection, because some of the DVDs on Blu-ray.com. You know, I put a date when I watched it to show that it's been watched, and you can add another date. You guys out there who have the Blu-ray.com app know what I'm talking about. I can give it a score out of 10. And usually I give films that I enjoy and will watch again and again an 8. Usually I then give films that I really enjoy just a little bit extra, I give them a 9. And then obviously films that are just utter masterpieces, they get a 10. Films that I've enjoyed but just not quite making the 8, that I won't necessarily be a go-to film, they get a 7, and so on. I gave this one a 9. I enjoyed it that much. I was like, yeah, that's going to have a 9. So there we go, Rage Carrie 2. So where have I been? Right, well, I think pretty much the night of my last video, which I think was a collection video, I fell ill. And what it turns out is the Jubilee street party that I mentioned in that video, silly me here, didn't quite cook my chicken properly on the barbecue. Yeah, kind of made myself ill. And I think because of my slightly weakened immune system after all my treatment for cancer and everything, my body wasn't dealing with it properly, and I ended up on antibiotics. But that sorted it out, 3 days of those, and I'm sorted. So you may also know, if you watched my last video, that I mentioned I was starting a new job. I was supposed to start that on the 13th, Monday, but it was another week. I only literally started it last week, and but the new job is going well. I'm much happier at this new place. The guys I work with are great. Yeah, we get a bit of time for banter because it's not quite so noisy, although it is in a factory and there's lots of CNC machines whirring away making funny noises. But yeah, it's much more relaxed and I feel much calmer, I feel much better. My memory's working better. I'm not so sort of fogged up and beaten down from my previous job. And yeah, I'm enjoying it. It's you know, I'm having to make an adjustment because I've been so sort of, I suppose, het up before, and but it's nice to be working in a new place with some new guys that really know what they're doing, and I hope soon to actually show you what I make. I can leave a link in the description below to the website, and you can have a look for yourself if you like. But as kind of a perk of the job, because what we make are not cheap, but as a perk of the job, I've been given 2 of the things we make. Basically, you know, it's a way of me then saying, well, hey, look at this, this is what my company makes, what I make. And you know, it's a bit of sort of free promotion, isn't it? So once I finally get around to building it, and that will also be the first time I've put one together, which will be good because I'll understand what my job is in milling and machining the various parts to go together to make these. Basically they're sort of thermal engines, so you can hold it in the palm of your hand and a flywheel will start to go around, and there's various different versions, and also there's what we call these tensegrity tables, where basically as the top and the bottom, when you see it standing, it's suspending itself, and it's only on little wire cables, and you can actually turn them sideways, and you think, well, hang on, the cables would collapse. But no, the way these are designed, they hold their integrity sideways. So check out the link below and have a glance at what we do. The company's called Contacts, spelled with a K, and they are Sterling engines. Obviously the tensegrity tables aren't, they're just little fancy tables, but yeah. And once I finally get this one, or this tensegrity table and this Sterling engine put together, then I'll show them on video, and you can actually see them working and doing their thing, you know. So anyway, yeah, I'm still around, the channel's still going. Just had a kind of a major hiccup, really, brought on by myself. And but no, obviously I didn't get to do any of the videos I wanted to do while I was off between jobs. That totally got disrupted, because, you know, it was basically on the Tuesday, I think it was, so the second day into my week off, and then I was ill. So anyway, yeah, enough of that. We did go to London last Friday to see Green Day, my wife and I, at the London Stadium, which is also the West Ham football stadium, and that was a fantastic concert. And we stayed in a hotel that night, so we didn't have to rush home. And because we were in London, the next day we went to FOP. So of course I spent some money in there. Money I didn't really have, but hey, you know, when you're there, you got to take these opportunities, don't you? So I shall make sure I do a video soon of showing you what we got in FOP. Until then, please like and subscribe. Set your notifications so you know when I upload, because obviously I don't do it that regularly. So if you are interested and you want to know when I'm going to upload a new video, then you need to set your notifications to all. And leave a comment. See what you tell me what you think of the Rage Carrie 2. How you think it holds up to the original Carrie. Whether you think it's a good sequel, whether you think they go well together, whether they shouldn't have bothered. Just tell me. Let me know. I'd like to hear your thoughts. Anyway, that's the end of the video. Take it easy.